So the affirmation is, I nurture my dream seeds with love and appreciation and allow them to unfold in their own time.
Spectacles.
And I just wonder how you went with this beautiful image of the maple leaf, which is, I believe, a symbol of unity and tolerance and peace. It was a tree that was consecrated by the dhara, the Celtic goddess of fertility. So she's a mother goddess that's connected to the earth. There's a bit of sound happening there. Has everybody just got their? I'll just put you on mute for now, if that's okay, Stella, just to break up the sound for the recording. And if you'd like to just share how you went this week with this particular soulful woman, you can unmute, and I'd love to hear how you went, if you had any questions or how this experience was for you with the dream seeds.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, Suzanne.
Yes. Lovely to see you.
Well, actually, in a way, I love the cards, but this card, I found it quite psychedelic because it had rings going out of it. And so it was quite mind-altering. Maybe it's deliberate.
Quite trippy, isn't it? Yeah.
So I found that not difficult, but sort of unusual. And I sort of realised it's sort of like for once in a long time, I'm at the stage, or like with nature, because it's winter here and it's hibernation mode. I'm still in my seed still needs to know what it is. It's unknown. And I was thinking about Rupert Sheldrake, the scientist, who said that every seed has a perfect hologram of what it's going to become around it. And I thought, well, yeah. So I thought, well, I'm just going to go with this, because normally I am, you know, I need to know, and I'm very structured. But it was lovely just thinking, I don't know, I really don't know, but I'm going to sit with it and see what comes and I feel that as the weather turns slightly, the seed will actually clarify itself in time for spring, which is like the cycle that you know, for germination.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful time, the winter, because, you know, we don't see anything happening on the surface. It's all happening underneath. And the deep roots are being nurtured, and it's that time of fallow where we need that rest. We need the fallow for the new to gradually emerge in the spring. So it is a perfect time for nurturing and being quiet and being a little bit more introverted, and definitely, and allowing the unknown to emerge and to be open to the delight of that, you know. Yeah. So did you end up planting any seeds this time around?
No, because I really felt it wasn't the right time for me, but it will be like in a couple of weeks, because I'm quite a keen gardener as well. So and I know it could be inside the house, but I thought, no, it needs to be, and it's not a couple of weeks time, it will be more defined what the seed links in with, so it will be more successful.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thanks, Stella. Margot, I don't know if you want to introduce yourself.
Yes, I can.
Say a little bit of something of yourself.
Can you hear me and see me?
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
I'll pin
sorry,
you
I missed last week,
so we can see you. Yep. Yes.
Sorry, I missed last week, just getting used to technology and time and checking my email. So it's nice to be here today. And I wasn't so aware of that particular card, but now I hear you talk about it. I think I've been planting some seeds in hibernation over Christmas in Sydney, in Australia. Christmas is sort of hibernation too, even though it's sunny and been a lot of bushfires. But I felt like I've been enclosed in my unit, and I'm starting to plant some seeds of what I'm going to be volunteering this year and doing some different things. So not planting actual seeds of plants, but seeds of thoughts and my own growth.
Yeah. Yeah, we talk about that, don't we? Where when we're starting new projects and making connections, that we start to seed things.
Yeah, and I can sort of relate it to that now. That's interesting. Yeah. Thank you.
Happy to see you. And we're very lucky that we have such a small group. It just feels like such a luxury to have this space to share. What about you, Simone? Is there something you'd like to share of your experience? Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Yeah. Look, I've just moved house in the last week, and so lots of seeds, like dream seeds I planted before Christmas, are sprouting. So I haven't planted any seeds, but I'm going to do something in the next week now that I'm settled into my new home, and yeah, probably around my work. I'm starting a new job, and so planting some intentions around what I'd like to do in my new job.
Yep. Does everyone here have kind of some sort of intention they want to hold for this time, the 7-week time, or is it more just allowing what is to unfold? More or less, yeah.
For me, I think it's letting things unfold as well as having some intentions. Otherwise, my time just becomes so fluid that often things actually
that gives you a focus around.
A focus of motivation, of accepting difference, of growing myself, that I'm okay also to be different, and to go into spaces where I can hold my own, I suppose, because I'm also looking for a new job. And yeah, I'm tending to avoid, so to be a bit more proactive.
Yeah. Okay, great. And I know you've put your intention, Simone, on the private group, which is great, because it just means we can read it and put our energy into it as well, as a support.
Yeah, thank you.
Part of this group is where we're putting our own intentions out, but we're also energetically holding space for each other, for our collective energies here. Yeah,
and it's so nice to read other people's intentions. It really makes you feel that something's happening for the group, and knowing that other people are reading my intentions, I feel that there's movement.
Maybe some sort of reverb on your I don't know why. Am I the only one hearing that, or is anybody else?
I'm going to go and do something. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Because I can hear it too.
Yeah, you can hear it? Okay, so back to me. What we are going to do today is work around getting down into our own roots, to connect to that grounded place in ourselves where we plant our own dream seeds, but they're planted in our root chakra. Our root chakra is the foundation of our vitality. And you might ask yourself, If you may want to just momentarily put your hands on your lower belly for a moment and ask yourself, how is my vitality right now? With whatever's going on in your life, am I able to be present to that? And if not, what keeps my awareness from being present? So our root chakra is around our groundedness, it's around our security. So you may ask yourself also, how are my finances? Am I taking care of my finances? What is it that I need to feel more grounded and secure? So notice what comes up for you. So the Muladhara is our Mula is root and dhara means support, and it's located at the base of our tailbone, and it helps us connect to a sense of well-being in our body. I know who we're missing. We're missing Severine. Wasn't she here a minute ago? Oh, Anna's here too. Oh, Severine, I didn't ask you. Sorry, I didn't see the link. Would you like to say a little bit of something before I go on, Severine, about how the card was for you, how you were this week? Can't hear your sound, Severine. Have you got your, if you click down the base of your, yeah, that's it.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Ah, all right, great.
Sorry, I just didn't
No,
even.
that's all right. That's all right.
Here too, which is lovely.
Yeah, this week for me, I've been going quite well actually. In terms of planting seeds for dreams, I think it's not so much me planting those seeds as those seeds sort of manifesting themselves.
What do you mean?
So, well, at work, I work at a university here in Brisbane, and well, when I came here last year, then the sort of long-term plan was that eventually I would, in something like 5 years' time or something, I would take over the leadership of the group because the current professor would retire. But she told me that she wants to retire earlier. So basically, she's asked me if I would be willing to take over the leadership of that group basically this year already. And then she's going to pass it on to me gradually and help me, support me in, well, in finding out what that actually means in practice and what needs to be done. So that has definitely been some sort of a dream for me for a long time, to have my own group. And then all of a sudden this week, it was there.
Wow,
In
that's
a
amazing.
way, yeah, in a way that I feel comfortable with, because she's not sort of throwing me up into the deep end. She will still be around to help me and support me in learning what it entails. So yeah, that was a sort of a very, that's definitely a seed that was all of a sudden there. Just
First, yeah.
yes, yes. So that's definitely a dream seed for me this week. That's something that just happened.
Great. Thank you. And I don't know if you want to say anything, Anna. It looks like you're in a car. Are you, Anna? No, I think she's just listening in. She's driving. They're driving. It's amazing how we're all connecting in this way. So the whole idea of tonight is that we are the vessel of our dream seeds, that what we plant within ourselves, within our own consciousness, is what, you know, that's what we're trying to cultivate here. And so we're going to connect to our Muladhara, our root chakra. and which governs our back, our feet, our hips, our spine, and our legs. So it's about being physically here, present, and at home in ourselves. And this is the place of our deepest connection, our deepest belonging, is when we're rooted and grounded and connected to the earth. Then, you know, that's when we can connect to seeing through things. We connect to our courage and our resilience and our determination, even when things are challenging. And when we're ungrounded, there's often a depletion in our root chakra. It can leave us feeling disconnected, low in energy. If we're feeling anxious or down or frustrated, it's often can be a signal of a depletion in that root chakra in our base. So we're going to start with a pranayama practice. This is a grounding breath practice. I'm not sure how it's going to go here on Zoom, but it's a root chakra practice, and it's a breathing practice that helps us connect to the Muladhara. And we do this with an erect spine. If you're sitting down, it's often done with legs crossed, but if you're sitting down, you may just want to just raise your knees up while you're sitting down. We're going to, I'll just show you first of all. So we start with our hands on our shoulders and arms up, shoulder length. When we breathe, we bring our arms up. When we breathe in, and we bring our knees up. When we breathe out through our mouth. So it's breathing in through the nose. So breathing out quite strongly. So arms and knees up for the inhale, and then knees and arms down on the exhale, and keeping your arms level. And we're going to do this 20 times to activate our root chakra before moving into our meditation. And you can do this in your own time. And I just heard my email ping, so I'm going to click off my email. And you might want to close your eyes as you're doing this, and just in your own time. And just when you've finished, put your hands on your lap, flat on your lap. Close your eyes. Just coming back to your normal breathing. And tune in to the base of your spine, into your root chakra. You may notice some tingling there, or some activation of energy at the base of your spine, some warmth. You may feel a sense of connection to the ground, letting your mind drop from thinking down into your body. letting any energy that's there in your mind or in your thinking simply drop down to the earth. Feel into your body and take time and space now to honor and give thanks for all that you are and all that you have. However much that is. A deep bow to showing up for yourself here and now, and to all who have joined here. And a deep bow to the universal grace and love of the sacred feminine, which is also part of our own higher consciousness. And allow your body to sink and relax into wherever you're sitting. And feel the support of the earth underneath you. Feel the stability of the ground beneath you. And bring your attention now to the base of your spine at your tailbone. And as you gently breathe in and out at your own pace, imagine with each exhale a beautiful, rich, red ball of light growing and intensifying. This is the color of your life force. So gently hold your attention there. Breathe into it and feel that light, that ball of light glowing with each inhale and exhale. And we're really going to nourish our base tonight a little bit further by repeating the seed mantra LAM, L-A-M, LAM, and imagine sending that sound down to the base of your spine. And this seed mantra, with your visualization, releases tension and any blockages and activates the energetic frequency of your root chakra. So we're just going to be repeating LAM, just quietly in your own tone, in your own time. We're going to take time to repeat LAM, LAM. And you may want to put your hands in your lower belly. LAM, 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 LAM. Just repeat this to yourself quietly or in your mind. LAM, 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 LAM. Continue to rest your attention on your root chakra, holding in your awareness that rich red ball of glowing light, glowing energy. And in this place, in this ball of colored light, I would like to invite you to place a dried seed and allow it to nestle and attach inside the energy of your base chakra. This might be your seed around work or around money, relationships, or it may be your seed of the unknown. But within this seed is the potential of your greatest intentions. It is dormant, ready to be activated and energized. Allow it to nestle into the fertile energy of your root chakra and imagine it being energized and activated. And now from your heart, send your seed, that nourishing, loving heart energy. Allow that loving heart energy to flow down into your root chakra like gentle rain, like a beautiful, gentle shower, nourishing your dream seed and your whole base. Imagine it filling and nourishing the whole of your pelvic floor. And your dream seed is absorbing the nourishing heart energies and combining with the wonderful, rich, red energy of the base that allows it to soften and swell. Now very slowly see or feel or sense your seed putting out a few small roots that draw down from your base chakra into the earth, connecting from your base to the deep energy of the earth. Feel it growing and deepening and becoming stronger, connecting your energy to the grounding earth energy of Mother Earth, of Mother Gaia. Really take your time. You may want to thank the earth for taking your roots and allowing them to be grounded and held and spread into the depths of the earth. And slowly again, now notice that from your seed, a little stem emerges. So that your seed becomes a seedling. And this is the seedling of your intention. And keep sending that shower of love from your heart and mingling it with that stable, grounded base. Let your heart's love and gratitude keep moistening and nourishing your seedling. Your dream seed. Your dream seed is part of your life force. And if there is a specific intention that you would like to say for yourself tonight, then take a moment to say this just to yourself. Just repeat that 3 times and send it down to your seed. Allow your intention to be watered by the love of your heart and the life force of your root chakra. And notice how your seedling grows, this inner seedling, what stage it gets to, how large it gets. Perhaps it just stays a certain size. Just notice where in that cycle it is. And I'm going to invite you now to sit quietly with the resonance of this practice of your root chakra. And also, when you're ready, you might like to take a few notes, but just in your own time. And just finish up whatever. Do you need more time, folks? Just having a look. I can see that. Do you need a little bit more time, Stella? Just shall we take another minute?
Actually, yes.
Okay. All right. We'll just,
Thank you.
sure. I would love to hear from you how you went in that exercise and what your experience was. So whoever would like to share, just unmute your mic, and I'd love to hear what your experience was and if you have any questions from that practice. Just anybody jump in there.
Sure, I'll start. I'll start this time.
Severine, great.
Yes.
Yes. I'm
Um,
going to pin you here. Yep.
I found it a difficult practice. I noticed that it was very difficult for me to sort of truly feel or truly connect with that base chakra. That's what I noticed. And in the beginning, it sort of made me feel very dizzy. It was like I was sort of spinning. That's the sort of feeling that it gave me.
Was it a bit like this card?
Well, now that you mention it, sort of, yes.
So,
well,
how are you feeling now? How are you now? Do you feel a little bit more present?
yes. At a certain moment, when you were talking about the seed and the roots, then for me the image came up of a sort of a big tree, this lovely, this beautiful big tree with these beautiful roots, the sort of trees that you have in certain Asian countries with those beautiful roots. And that helped. That sort of helped to sort of stabilize.
Yeah.
And then the dizziness went away. And then it became easier.
Yes.
But yeah, the beginning, just connecting with that part of me, I think that's sort of challenging.
Right. Did the exercise, the pranayama that we did is that where it started?
No, after. No, the first part was fine. No, it was the visualization. Okay. That part. Right. Yeah, with the red ball and that part. No, not the first part. The first part was okay. That was no problem.
Okay. So I'm just wondering whether some energy got activated that festival that created and then you had to kind of bring it down or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm terribly disconnected from my body. Right. I know that. Right. Or that I have phases where I'm very disconnected from my body, from that part of me, from myself. So in that sense, it could very well be that maybe some energy got activated, and that maybe that I was having sort of trouble connecting that, and that was making me dizzy.
Yes, or the energy was moving.
Or it was moving, could also be.
Sensation with that for you? With the
From,
dizziness?
I had the feeling like I was sitting on a chair and the chair was turning. One of those chairs that you have behind a desk or something. That was that sort of feeling.
What you say is so true, Severine, because most of us function from up here. And we're good at the heart, and we're good at the third eye and the crown. But the earth can be challenging, and it can stir us up. It can feel like a vortex of energy. So as long as you're feeling more grounded and more present now,
Yes.
And just go slowly after our exercise today. But you have, what a powerful image though, to have this tree in there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's there. That's what you got.
A beautiful tree, yes.
Yes, yeah. And that sounds like it's worth drawing, or...
That's what I was feeling. That's exactly what I felt like. I thought I need to draw that tree. I want to draw that tree.
Yeah.
That's what came up for me. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what came up for me.
And I think that's a good, if you have a sacred space where you're doing some of the practices that we're doing here, I would put that as your symbol for the next 7 weeks. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing that. That's really helpful for me to know as well. That these practices can stir things up. Yeah. Would anybody else who would like to?
Yeah. Yes.
Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I really enjoyed that experience. Really enjoyed it, and I think it might. I mean, probably a lot of my life I've had root chakra difficulties, like a lot of other people.
Yeah.
But for the last couple of years, I've been working a lot with the elements and with the earth. And so I just found it rather the lovely. And when the seed dropped into the red ball, it was almost like it was dropping into the uterus when a woman conceives, and I could feel it pulsating, and I was sort of given that image, which was lovely. And then for the seed, I was surprised. It then became a really sturdy little shoot quite quickly. You know, where I thought it would. Yes, I was watering it, but I think because it all seemed to go quite well, and I was really energized with the pranayama exercise. I found that I really felt that in my root chakra.
Yeah.
And I was really grateful for it, because as you know, I have walking difficulties due to an immune condition, and I felt that was really meaningful for that it was kind of reawakening that area as well for some reason, which you would need to, because like walking properly is fundamental to being grounded. So yeah, I just found that all a very pleasurable experience.
Yeah, I love your beautiful trees behind you as well, Stella. That's a great.
Yes.
Behind you there.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yes, yes, it's a lovely area, and sort of I'll just put this round there. It's sort of, you know, we're surrounded by them. Yes.
Gorgeous. Yeah. So your work on your root chakra is paying off. Yeah.
I feel so. I really do.
Yeah. I feel like this is such essential work for if we are going to be working with our intentions. If we have a depleted root chakra or a depleted base, it's very hard to grow anything. If we have depleted earth, if our earth is fallow and not re-energized, it's very hard to be creative and grow anything in that. So this is such an important start of our work here on second week. So
Yeah.
keep nurturing your dream seed through
Yes.
through the week. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Stella, for sharing. Who else?
Hi, can you hear me okay? It's Anna here.
Yes, Anna. Hi.
Hi, I'm in a car. I'm not driving, obviously, hands free.
Yeah.
And my husband George is sitting right next to me. We're off to do a sort of relationship week. So I just thought I'd let you know that he's right here. I've got my earbuds in, but so I've been a bit quiet, and it comes in and out, the connection in the car. We're zooming along. So I just wanted to say, though, what you said about the base chakra, because I found the visualization of the red very moving and touching, because I always associated the color red with my periods and was very into my periods and the cyclical nature. And I sort of have been like not going near red in my in my clothing or on my altar, because I felt like I'm no longer in that zone. And it was beautiful to have you describe red as life source, life force. And I noticed a bit of grief. Life
force. Yeah.
Did you say, Shusha?
Life
life force. Like I can reclaim. Yeah. Because I think this last year for me, no longer having my cycle, my period has been a fallow year, actually. It does feel like my soil's a bit fallow. But kind of like re-dreaming, re-energizing, my base chakra. It was just really meaningful that was the color for me, and it touched on this new life cycle that I'm in.
Thank you. Yes, and there is that kind of entry into menopause. There's a grief involved in that.
Yeah.
The fertile woman, letting her go and embracing the more cosmic cycles of life.
Yes. And a little bit like Severin, I did in the end up with an image of almost an alley of trees, actually. And as I was doing the meditation, I opened up my eyes, and on the road there was a huge long alley of trees.
Wow.
They're very much in winter. Yeah, there's no green leaves. It's all very wintry over here. Because I'm in England, but we're actually in northern France as we're driving. So it's beautiful sunshine, but very wintry.
Thank you, Anna. Lovely to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here on the road.
Yeah. So, who else?
Oh, me?
Yes, please.
I really, really enjoyed that meditation. And in the past, I've always found it really difficult to connect to my body. But I think something shifted within me in the last couple of weeks. And it was lovely. I had an image of like a little twig with a little blossom on it in my womb area. And I loved the part where you sending love from your own heart, watering that seed. I felt so connected to that, and then anchoring it through my legs down into the earth. And I really feel that, so my intention was around my work, which it's been in a dream since I was a teenager, really, or even younger than that. And I just feel like this cycle now is just the right time. And just felt very still and very soft and very reassured by my own body, which is a new experience for me as well. Felt very serene and calm, but very strong in that. There's a really silent strength in something growing without just that gentle yeah, it was really lovely. And I think maybe a couple of nights ago I had a dream, and it sort of reminded me of this, like anchoring in my body. I was in a very, very busy environment, and I was in my head just looking at everything happening around me and trying to manage all these different things. And then this person came into the room, and it was actually my boss, who's a man, but he came into the room and he was very quiet, and he just sort of said nothing, but I just felt like all that head busy, worry, think, was just silent. And I just felt very calm, and all that busy noise in my head just dropped away, and I wasn't stressed about anything anymore. I was just very calm in my environment. And I feel like that root chakra is really, it's like, a first time for me actually connecting to that root chakra. And even my feet, feeling my feet on the floor, just felt really wonderful. and the sounds, the lum, every time I made that sound, I could feel it vibrating in my body. And
yes, I feel it in my base. When I repeat that lum, I really feel the resonance of it in my base.
Yeah, it's alive, and it it's just,
I love
wonderful.
the blossom, Simone.
Yeah.
Beautiful image.
Just little blossoms, but on a little twig.
Yeah,
like a cherry blossom type.
Incredible something. And when you talked about your dream and that presence that you're feeling, I got the sense of kind of something about your own eldership coming through.
Oh, okay.
Your own kind of, I think we do come to a point in our lives where we're not so, hopefully anyway, that's my feeling, in our maturation process, we're not so thrown by what people think on the outside. It's more about what is going on for us in that moment, and if that has a truth for us.
Yes,
and
that's
measuring
right.
that internally, because we've lived enough to know that in ourselves and to get to know that in ourselves. So
yes,
that's the sense I got when you were talking.
Yeah, it was something. Yeah, it was a maturity. It was definitely a wiser part of me that's saying, you just be still, and it's okay. Everything is okay. Just stay here. Stay here. Stay here. Don't get caught up with all that stuff out there. Just stay here.
Yeah, and that's our deepest intimacy.
Beg your pardon?
Well, that's our deepest intimacy. Our deepest
intimacy. Oh, okay.
Is our capacity to be with ourselves. Self. When we do that, we are able to then come from this point to others.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Margot, did you want to say something about your experience?
Yes.
How was that for you? How was the competition for you?
Yeah, wonderful. I thought this put me into a space of really, focus without thinking anything.
Yeah.
Energy focus, I suppose.
Head and moving into the body is always
very
and
it's something I haven't done before, so I found it really quite nice, actually. And I think the idea of being grounded, the last year and a half, I've never stopped running, basically. And to know that you can stop and put roots down, and I feel safe where my roots are at the moment. But I feel like I'm going to be uprooted at any moment. So to go back to that being rooted and feeling safe, and I don't have to keep running, is okay. And I started to see this lovely shoot with about 5 leaves on it starting to grow from being grounded, and that hope of something new, and that I'll grow and it'll turn into something new, I suppose. And yeah, I'm not sure how to explain it any more than that, but I need to sort of stop running around and ground myself a bit more often, probably. Yeah.
How are you feeling in the moment? Are you feeling a little bit more grounded?
Yeah, I feel good.
Hmm.
Yeah. Good.
Good. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. So I'm just going to go back to. Did you have any questions, Margot, by the way?
Oh, no, not at the moment. This is all quite new for me, so I'm just going along with
Go with it. Yeah.
process.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in good hands, so thank you.
Well, I feel like from what you've all shared, that I just got such strong images. And so I want to invite you to either write or paint or move, but some way of integrating this practice into your body. And we are going to do, as the weeks progress, we are going to have, I think, next week or so, further work on our body, about being embodied as we move into our intentions from a place of our own groundedness. And I wanted to include that image of the rain from the heart, because I feel like we've had rain here finally, and it just has felt like such a blessing to nourish the earth, and we've needed it, and I hope the rain is going to where it's so needed in Australia. Yeah. So we're going to finish up. Are there any questions as we close? Does anyone have a final question before we finish? Well, I will finish with a little blessing to you all. Maybe perhaps you could join me in putting your hands together, and we'll share this out to each other. May we all be well, happy and peaceful. May we be safe and stable. May we feel our deep belonging to the earth. May we feel our deep belonging to self. May we have patience, courage, and resilience in meeting and overcoming all those inevitable life challenges, disappointments, as well as the joys. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next week, all my love and blessings. Please feel free to add your thoughts and reflections in our group. Until next time, goodbye for now, and I'll send you the link for this week's.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
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 Thanks, Shushan.
Bye now.